Hello, good evening, good afternoon. How you doing? We had to play another timer because one of the groups I was waiting to join online hadn't joined, and I had to make sure that everyone can get in on this and start learning about what we are going to be talking about tonight. If you're popping in, please say hello in the chat. So we know you're watching. Lots of exciting things. We're going to give you a few minutes to get in on this. How you doing, Robert? I'm just going to turn my heating off in here because it's just gone super hot. So,
Doing fantastic, Stephen. Busy days, lots of things happening. Um, just talking to different people, doing builds, and they're loving the new style builds we're up to,
yeah,
which not only the looks, but how fast they are to build. It's just incredible what can be done now.
I know it is absolutely super exciting. And tonight, I wanted to say to a few people that we will be talking very shortly about ranking your site, or not necessarily ranking it, getting it onto Google in the first place. We noticed in a lot of groups, excuse me a minute, that a lot of people have said my site's not coming up on Google. I've got a new domain name or an old domain name, and I go and do a search on Google, and it's not even showing up. I managed to get set up straight away. By the way, hello, Divin, who's on our chat. By the way, guys, I have to double check how to do it. Above this video, there's a thing that says powered by Restream. And I think if you click on that link, you can get things approved. Would let Mr. Robert answer that ding dong call?
Sorry about that.
See, when you go live, my phone actually isn't on mute either, to be honest, Robert. So it really doesn't matter. In fact, we should really mute ourselves and make sure I'm a bit into aeroplane mode, and then no one can bother me. So we're going to share with you tonight how I got a brand new domain name into Google very, very quickly, or bits and pieces we're going to share with you, because some people are going to say this may be a little bit unfair, but if you're an Inner Circle member, you're going to get the exact domain name that I'm using. You're going to get how the bits and pieces that I'm doing to get this found. And this is literally a brand new domain name. What I did at the start of the week, I took a map on an online map, and I literally just went, shut my eyes, and I moved the mouse to a certain point on the map of England, and it hit Yorkshire, and it hit a town in Yorkshire. So I picked that town and I wrote it down. I then took some slips of niches, and I decided to just close my eyes and pick one out, and out came the niche in question. And so I went to buy the domain name for that niche, the .co.uk and .com versions. Now, what's interesting is this method that I use. Interestingly enough, I pushed it through with .co.uk, but I did not use that method on .com. 2 days after I registered the domain name, Robert, right, I can now type in site and the URL, and it's indexed in Google. 2 days, which I think
And you know what? The average can be,
months.
depending on the site that you put in,
Mm.
a week, 2 weeks, months,
Yeah.
up to 6 months, depending on what they see in that site.
Oh, absolutely. It could be a very long time indeed. And so, the thing is if you buy an old domain, an expired domain, on average, that will probably be indexed in some way. And you can then repurpose it for your new thing. And in fact, I proved with this case study, one of my domain names that I owned for quite some time, which is a third domain I tested this on, I changed to the new site, and I changed its location, and it's already indexed for that location for that keyword. So this is the super exciting stuff now that we're getting into the nitty gritty for the Inner Circle members, and we'll be sharing that with a lot of people as we go along. There's some things, obviously, we're in the free groups, and we sent out the message, and This video will stay live up in the members area afterwards, and we will share a link on how you can get into the inner circle in a moment. For those that want to come in and find out what the site is, what the URL is. And the clever thing as well, this, Robert, over the coming weeks, we're going to do a live each week. We're going to finalize what night in the inner circle group, but we're going to do a live each week. And I'm going to, at the start of the week, do some more work on the site. So I'm building this site from scratch manually. I'm not using a DFY theme, because we know the DFY themes just work if you upload them. All right. And and as you know, Robert, I'm planning a case study with a DFY theme and a domain name, because we've already got one in place that's already going down the right direction. But I wanted to build a site from scratch, a mass page website, step by step, with content manually, not doing anything special, because I want to prove to people I can very easily rank a site. And this is the training you get.
You know what's interesting, Stephen, is it's not just showing people, but it's helping them learn to do it.
Yes.
And when we started out on the journey with DFY Magic Themes, it wasn't about making it super simple. It was about having the ability to learn to build these sites.
Yeah.
And the mass page sites are not easy to build. But no. I'll tell you what, the success ratio that we've had with anybody that's joined the inner circle has been tremendous. I mean, the founders group went 20 for 20 to build a mass page website. 20 people out of 20 people, just by following what we asked them to do and how to do it. And back then, if you recall, it was probably twice as hard as it is now.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we the themes, the new themes we've got coming out now are super exciting, because you literally now upload them in one file and it's all set up for you. You change username and password on it, and you fill in the magic form and the site's built. But the exciting parts that are coming up tonight for the members, and we're going to go into that very shortly, is this new site, which is just currently it's a 3-page website. That's all it is a 3-page website, and I've got it into Google within 2 days. Day one, I registered the domain name. Then I worked my magic. Day two, I came out to my office in the morning. It wasn't showing up. I'm going, oh, great, it's not showing up. I went to have food in the evening, came out in the evening, and it was there on Google. That's the fastest I've ever got a website up for this keyword. Now, something that I'm sure people are watching, and please put a comment to us if you agree with this. How many vendors go, here's my website, here's my URL, here's my domain. This is the one we're going to rank in this location, and we're going to do it each week. We're going to improve the site each week. We're going to add content each week, and we're going to show you how it's improving. Do you know many vendors that do that, Robert?
Stephen, that's why we call ourselves defiers anyways. We've never been one to, not be transparent. We've always been upfront with everybody that we do and how we do it.
Yeah.
But the reality is we're not afraid to share.
No.
That's the whole point of this. We want to take people from ground zero, which we have, to building mass page sites, and then go the rest of the route. It's not just building a website and leaving them hang. We want to make sure they know everything they need to know to continue online and be successful.
Yes. I agree.
Bottom line.
And I think that's what this is all about, is making sure that we're progressing and helping people. It's one, we've been on a big journey ourselves with DFY themes from originally building an Elementor, converting to Cadence, realizing that using Cadence themes, the site speed jumped up from 20% in Elementor to 50%, to 80% on Google page speed using Cadence. So so straight away the site speed's gone up. So this what we are going to be showing you in the inner circle group shortly is super exciting. And then you have updates.
Stephen, not to interrupt you, but in full transparency, You built a what? 3-page site.
Yes.
How many words of content do you think you have on that site?
Oh, not much. Hardly
100,
anything.
200 words?
Maybe less than that at the moment. And I'm going to be adding more and more content.
So this is a really, really, really basic site, and
Yeah.
you haven't done anything else magical to it
No.
to make it to get indexed in that short of time.
No.
I mean, it's not a page full of content that Google just went, wow, I gotta go look at that.
No,
It's just a
not like
basic 3-page site.
that's right. Not like a DFY site. You know, a DFY site. You know, when we've done DFY sites, you bung them up and they get found very quickly because we've got so much content.
Yeah, the DFY sites. That's why I'm comparing the two, because it's what you're talking about is not a DFY site, because DFY sites do get indexed in days on their own, just because of how much content is on.
Yeah. So, Jigsaw says, "Hi, this sounds really good." Yep. And this is the thing with this is we are you know I just wanted to share with people a domain name, but we're keeping it within our inner circle group purely because it has to be a membership thing, because if we share it worldwide free of charge on YouTube and on Facebook and everywhere else, what's going to happen is there will be people out there who want to try and damage the domain name. If you're a member of a group, the cool thing about being a member is that it's going to be learning as you go along what we're doing. Yeah. And you'll be able to do this also to rank your sites. And the thing is, we know that anyone in that group will want this to work because they'll want to see it working. They want to see this site grow. And I'm a great believer. Proof is in the pudding. There's all these SEO guys out there, and so I tell you what, there's some amazing guys out there. I was watching a few of them today. I'm not going to name names, but they were live today, and they are amazing, absolutely amazing. They know their stuff. They know what they're doing, and fantastic. There's some people out there as well who say they're SEO people. If you ask them, can you give me evidence? Can you give me a site you've ranked? Can you do any of that? Right? And they go, they use lines, they use various lines like, well, I don't want to show you my money sites in case you do negative SEO to them. And that is, I think you're hiding behind a firewall. What you should do is do what I'm doing. I'm putting up a domain name, a brand new domain name that I don't mind whether it stays up there forever or not. Right? If someone does negative SEO, so what? The point is I'm showing you the process so you can also do it, rank your sites in your local area. And I think that's a big bonus, you see. Hi, guys, just got home from work now watching. If you look above our video on Facebook, it says Restream, and you can click on there and it should approve your names. What I will do is try and see who that is in one of our groups. I think it might be in the inner circle group, actually, which is where we're going to be staying live in a moment. So I'm going to switch over to that group and just check. That's Lynn. Hello, Lynn. So one of our defiers who is absolutely amazing. So this is the sort of the nuts and bolts of things as we move along. Now, what I am going to do, guys, because we get a lot of people asking all the time, how do I join the inner circle? So I'm going to put a comment underneath the video, and it's a URL, and it'll take you through it. It's dfy.dfymagicthemes.com/inner-circle-mentoring group. You should be able to click on the link, I hope, and it should take you. Yeah, it'll take you through, and I'm going to put that in the channels related on Facebook. I'm just going to nip over to Lead Gen Magic one as well. You have to excuse me. I've got a bit of a cough tonight, Robert. So I've been trying to get rid of this horrible cough at the moment, but there we go. And I will type it into our chat as well on Restream. So it might go twice in Facebook, it might not. So
Somebody's asking, is it live? But I don't see names.
We are live. Yes. Hello, Facebook user. Let me nip over and see if it's one of the groups. Let me just jump down to Oh, it's Charles. Yes, it is Charles. And Charles, you need to switch over to the Inner Circle group. I know you're a member, right? Switch over to the Inner Circle group, and we'll be staying live in there shortly. So make sure you're in that group and not the free DFY group. All right. So yeah, you see, I still see your names, guys, because I can nip into the groups and have a quick look. But on the link above, it says Restream. You can follow that link above this video, and it should be an approved Restream in Facebook, and then it shows your name if you want to. It's up to you. We don't mind. So I'm going to play a short video, and those that aren't in the Inner Circle mentoring group, you're going to miss out. So join, follow the link below the videos and join. I will double check that it's showing up in YouTube. It is showing up in YouTube. Great. And we will see everyone on the inside.
Can I just clarify something real quick, Stephen?
Yeah.
The Inner Circle Mentoring Group is a community of like-minded internet marketers that want to use mass page building websites as their passive income. And the reason why the group was started so that individuals can share their knowledge in the group, as well as you get direct answers to your questions about how to do something. And we are in there all the time as far as the safety net to building mass page sites. The biggest and hardest part about all of this is just getting started and having somebody to ask the questions when you get stuck, what to do. And it's really been incredible to be part of all of that. We have decided even a long time ago, I didn't want to open up the group because I didn't want to have too many people that we couldn't help. But the reality is the process of how we build mass page websites is so simple to follow that people get it done very quickly, not a problem, and keep building, and they really don't need help. So when the things do come up, as being part of that Inner Circle group, we have a live Q&A that we help with.
Yeah. Every Friday, 9:30 London time. You can join us on Zoom if you are an Inner Circle member. But the thing is this is the meat and potatoes of getting your sites up there. And we know there's people that have been struggling with this. So I want to switch over in a minute purely to the Inner Circle group, show you the domain name tonight. And then over the coming weeks, we're going to show you what I'm doing to tweak my site, because the DFY themes are there, a quick way of building a site. But then you need to understand how to tweak your sites, add extra pages, content, post blogs, whatever else. Now, guys, if you are someone who's not a member of DFY Themes and you haven't got a theme, still join the Inner Circle group, because you can implement what we're going to show you without a DFY theme. If you choose to then get a DFY theme, and we've got some new pricing structures coming up where you can buy a single theme in the future, then that's an option as well. All right, there are lots of options out there, but we want to share with the Inner Circle people tonight only what we are doing and what the domain name is. You guys on the Inner Circle will get to see what the URL is, what the search term is, and what I'm already doing with two of my domains. One is already at the top of page one for this search term, and the second one is found online already. And I'm going to be doing more and more training over the coming weeks on. And we're going to get this to the top of Google for a number of areas in Yorkshire, just to prove this works. I think that's the best way, don't you think, Robert?
Oh, 100%. And you know what? I know that you picked a theme or an idea or a niche, I should say, that is not a standard for Done For You Magic Themes. So it has nothing to do with what we do on a daily basis in Done For You Magic Themes. It's actually one of those niches that is very competitive. In reality. So it's very interesting to see how this is going to fold out. But for people that have an interest in mass page website building, we take all the hard work out of it with a Done For You Magic Themes. Now, once your sites are built, whether it's a 3-page site or a 300-page site, using Done For You Magic Themes, you still need all the off-page SEO. You need all the connections of autoresponders and phone numbers and all the other things that go with your website. And that's what we do in the Inner Circle Mentoring Group. We help you with all of that, connecting your Done For You Magic Themes sites up so they're up and working and running in record time. But, you got to have a piece at a time, learn what you don't know, and then move forward. And Stephen, I think this is a great opportunity for people to get involved with the off page as well as the on page and learn how to do this from the ground level.
Absolutely, I agree. And if you don't have a mass page builder and you're building a normal site, then you can still follow what I'm going to be teaching you guys in the Inner Circle. So you'll be able to follow this and implement this with your own website to outrank your competitors. This is the cool thing about this. So you don't need DFY Themes to do what we're going to be doing the training on over the coming weeks, but our DFY Themes will also show you in the Inner Circle how quickly it is to install them, how quickly it is to set a site up, how quickly it is to add a phone number, do all the things you need to do to get yourself a mass page site up. So that's the awesome thing about this. And it's just a case of, and Andrew says, a frog in your throat and it's crossed its legs. Yeah, it's one of them things tonight. So unfortunately, I'm going to disappoint anyone who's not an Inner Circle member.
Well, they have the link, and yeah. It's not like you have to come up with thousands of dollars. We're talking very, very minimal.
Yeah. So, and if you sign up and you can't get in for any reason, ping my name in a post, and we'll make sure you get into the group, the secret Inner Circle group. So, but on that note, I'm going to play a quick sort of ident while we say goodnight to all the free groups and stay in the Inner Circle.
And we